In this video, I'm going to walk you through what you'll need to do to build an amazing personal brand and package your genius, your message, your voice, and your greatness so that you can begin to attract more ideal opportunities and create more meaning, more income, and wealth in your life. I'm literally going to share my entire blueprint with you today. Now, I've been working for the past 2 decades to acquire all the knowledge and experiences I now have. And it's taken me almost 4 years to create and optimize the formula that I've shared with you over these past few videos that I call the Trailblazers method. So let me encourage you to stop whatever you're doing right now and get set to take some notes. In a few days, I will be offering up lifetime access to our Brand in Demand course. But if you opt not to take the course, what I'm about to share in this video is still a very powerful masterclass all by itself. Now, in case you missed the last 3 videos, I shared so much goodness worth going back and watching right now. In our first video, we discussed why placing all your eggs in one basket, one career, and aligning yourself along this one track and hoping for that one bet to guarantee you the higher income, the seat at the table, and a fulfilled life. I shared that I just didn't think it was the path to creating a life of meaning. And I introduced you to the Trailblazers method and explained why it's a far better way to design a purpose-driven life and a personal brand that drives you to creating value, income, and wealth. In our second video, I shared exactly how you can get started implementing the Trailblazers method right away and how easy it is to begin this process. In the third video, I shared why color psychology is extremely important to your personal brand identity. In case you haven't watched the first 3 videos yet, make sure you do that now because they're filled with practical and actionable information that shows you how to get started right now with building your brand. So with that said, let's jump right into our complete overview of the Trailblazers method. Now, this is the exact roadmap that I use and that I teach all my students to position them to become the go-to professionals and leaders in their areas of expertise. It's what guides you through how to position and command more attractive opportunities and create more streams of income. Now, the first stage of the Trailblazers method is all about laying a solid foundation. If you recall in the second video of the series, we discussed the first step that you should take, which is to get started by understanding what you're good at, what you're best at offering to the world, and how you'll get paid for it. But that's not all. There's a lot more to laying that foundation. You need to clarify your vision and define your big, hairy, audacious goals, what I called your BHAGs. And having that crystal clear vision on what you will begin doing today, tomorrow, and the next day to assist you in achieving that vivid vision for the future. Also important is understanding exactly how to define, build, and grow your audience, or what I call your tribe. Lastly, it's about narrowing your focus and priorities on the passion projects that you'll commit to and put them in order, first, second, third, and so on. Once you have your brand's foundation laid, you'll begin to frame your brand's message, your visual elements, and your digital footprint. In the third video, we talked about the first and arguably the most important visual brand element that you'll define for your brand, which is your colors. But using the Trailblazers method, you'll define and develop all your brand identity elements, including your color palette, your fonts, your logo, your photography, graphics, and so much more. Now, if you confuse, you'll lose. And that doesn't matter whether you're leading a tribe of tens of thousands in the corporate world, or if you're building a startup and finding your first 1,000 customers. Either way, you have to clarify your message. You've got to learn how to tell others about you, about your brand, your story, and what it is that you offer. The Trailblazers method will guide you through crafting your brand's story and message and help you to ensure that your tribe and your customers will listen. Now, Once your message and your visual elements are complete, then you'll move to the next steps in framing your brand, which is to take all of those visual elements and your messaging and begin to weave them consistently and cohesively across all your digital and social media channels, as well as within your content and your website. Now, the Trailblazers method is your guide to developing that amazing digital footprint that's going to help you to stand apart from your competitors and your peers. Now, once your brand is framed, it's time to move into the third stage of the Trailblazers method. Something that might seem obvious to you is the importance of creating value and income and wealth, but not everyone actually does it or does it well. So creating valuable content for those you're attracting and serving will ensure that you grow your tribe and increase your streams of income over time. Now, once you begin harvesting from the seeds that you're sowing and earning more streams of income, you'll start learning techniques that other trailblazers are using to create wealth and a lasting legacy that can be passed along to those that are coming behind you. Now, all of the above is covered in my upcoming Brand in Demand course. And listen, I'm not giving you a magic pill, but you'll be getting the necessary tools and resources and information that you need to fast track this process. So if you're ready to do the work, I'll show you in detail how to design your personal brand using the Trailblazers method. Now, over the past couple of years, I've seen that a good many people love and are drawn to the desire of having those multiple streams of income. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? But if I'm honest, the most meaningful aspect of the entire thing for me is helping others to build a legacy, and especially helping people of color to close the wealth gap. In fact, it's a huge why for me in both the work I do with my podcast and also within this course. Listen, and that's not just me saying that. You see, my wife and I, we've been through one of the darkest valleys ever, but because of our discipline, I'd say, and the financial wisdom that we've gained, we're now on a path to retiring and not being a burden on anyone. And that was a steady dose of proper money management, saving consistently, and working to get completely out of debt. Today, we don't carry any credit card debt. We keep a 6-month cash reserve, and we've done the necessary work to establish an estate and a trust and a will and have the right insurance for the future, right? So I'm not saying any of this, though, to brag or to boast. I'm sharing this to let you know that we started our marriage off with none of it. We were in severe debt. I had a business back in 2008 where I lost everything. I lost several $1 million 3 weeks into our marriage. And I was 6 figures in debt right from the beginning. And that's where we started. But I just shared where we are 13 years now after, right? So if we can do it, you can do it. And so, but like we talked about in the first couple of videos, you've got to be intentional about designing that for yourself and for your brand and for your future. In the Brand in Demand course, you can literally watch over my shoulders as I'm going to guide you through all of this. And you could just follow along and implement our entire method step by step. So make sure that you're on the lookout for when the Brand in Demand program launches, because this is literally the best information that I've ever released. And as I've shared before, if this is something that you're interested in and you feel like this is the right timing for you, I'm going to encourage you to click the link below this video and put your name on our early bird waitlist. Everybody on the early bird waitlist will get access to our program a day before it launches to the public. Now, in the next video, I'll show you what it looks like once you're up and running with the Trailblazers method. I'm going to walk you through a detailed case study that shows you how fast you can get results once you've implemented the method. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss our next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.